Hi, tech community. Welcome to Lucky Number episode 9 of AWS Builds Tech Skills. I'm Mai, a solutions architect from AWS, and I hope all of you are having a great either Thursday or Friday in some parts of the world. And we'd love to hear where you're joining us from. We're actually joining in from Sydney, Australia. We just had our 2-day summit, AWS ANZ Summit 2022, and we had an amazing time there speaking to all different types of women that were showcasing their skills on the summit floor. So what's been your summit experience so far, mate?
No, it has been great. It's great to see you in person. It's surprise. We haven't met each other in person for a very long time. We have done 8 episodes, but this is the first time meeting you, so that's very exciting. And also, there are a lot of great sessions yesterday. Great to meet our partners, our customers, and also some of our previous guests on the show. So that was really exciting. What about you, Mike?
Yeah, so there was a lot of activities. Me and I did a live show in front of a live audience, and that was super exciting. It's a different feel, just getting people back and networking with all these different people that you haven't met before. So it's super exciting.
It's different, right? So you usually see it in the little box on your computer, and when you actually see it in person, it's amazing. So for those of you who I don't know, my name is May. I'm also a solutions architect. I'm based in Sydney. So if you're interested to be part of our show, so She Builds Tech Skills, and also want to be a presenter, reach out to myself and we're more than happy to, have a chat with you. We're looking for community speakers. If you have built something amazing on AWS, if you have your personal project or work projects, come and have a chat to us, and we're more than happy to have a chat with you. So this week, episode 9, we are going to talk about one of our customer use case, Orange County United Way, who built a virtual call center in the cloud for community relief in 2 days. Isn't that amazing?
That's amazing.
The technology, the using of the technology, and also helping the community, and what they did, the Orange County United Way, what they did with the community, that is amazing. But you'll hear in a minute. And Cloud Content Center, as you already know, it has been an increased demand, with the pandemic, or with the changing of the technology. It has been people in the business are looking for faster and easier way to run a call center. So if you're running a virtual or on-prem call center, have a check out a Cloud Content Center. That has grown popularity because it's really helped to address some of the challenges that we have seen in the traditional call center solution. So this month, we're going to talk about Amazon Connect, and you're going to hear from one of our customer who basically built a content center in the cloud to provide a better customer experience using omni-channel communication, dynamic chat functions, and voice content. So do you want to introduce our next speaker, Mai?
Yes, our next speaker is Rose Buenaventura. So she is part of Orange County United Way, and I'll let her do the actual intro. So let's go to her in just a moment.
The Director of CRM here at Orange County United Way. And today we're going to be talking about how we at United Way built a multilingual virtual call center in 2 days using Amazon Connect.
Change here, the right way, the OC way. The OC way is about doing it right, about doing it for us, all of us who call Orange County home. We've placed hundreds of families experiencing homelessness into their own homes, distributed critical funds for emergency food and shelter, helped the financially vulnerable claim tens of millions in hard-earned tax refunds, assisted thousands of families with their bills during the pandemic, invested in a host of local programs allowing them to extend into the furthest reaches of our community. But there's still more work to do. Together we can make the OC shine even brighter. Working together, going the extra mile for each other is what the OC Way and the Orange County United Way are all about.
All right. So just to go over a little overview of what we're going through today, I'll be introducing you to our organization, Orange County United Way, or OCUW for short, the challenge we were facing in our community, the solution we came up with, and how we built that solution. And lastly, the impact it had, not just in our organization, but in our community. So who are we? Orange County United Way, or OCUW, is a nonprofit organization located in Orange County, California. We led the fight for equity by breaking barriers, closing gaps, and leveling the playing field so that every resident has access to quality education, health, housing, and financial stability. Through 3 key initiatives: United to End Homelessness, United for Financial Security, and United for Student Success, United Way provides programs and services to ensure local students succeed, struggling families gain financial security, and homeless neighbors find a place to call home. Our job as a nonprofit organization is to provide the community with resources and needs to go from surviving to thriving. As such, the CDC got in contact with us, or the Centers of Disease Control, to provide us with a solution in funding communities in need of access to health while ensuring equity is provided via those resources. And the pandemic really highlighted the need for health equity and health access. Orange County, California has a diverse population with our residents speaking a variety of languages. So that obstacle proved to be difficult to promote this new initiative in providing equity and OC for health access. Our strengths are in our network of partner agencies and being able to fund programmatic work to get folks mobilized in providing access. However, as a nonprofit, we work with limited resources. So in trying to provide access via a traditional phone structure, it runs costly because we're considering the price of phone lines added to our bill, physical phones purchased, agents to address those phone calls, all adding to our costs, not having conducted a single phone call. So what was our solution? Well, first of all, the CDC selected OCUW to vet and fund partner agencies with boots on the ground, giving access to all members of the community, all while advocating local governments for better access to healthcare. Furthermore, to ensure all were included here in Orange County, we at OCUW decided to use AWS services, particularly Amazon Connect, to create a virtual call center to support 6 different languages, which are English, Spanish, Farsi, Vietnamese, Korean, and Mandarin. So how did we do it? We kind of boiled down to 4 steps, and those 4 steps only took 2 days to do. The first one was creating our Amazon Connect instance. Secondly, to enhance that Amazon Connect instance, we set up an Amazon voicemail using an AWS resource guide that was really detailed in getting us started. Thirdly, we have to customize our contact flows and to meet our needs. And lastly, as a quick tip, we have to verify our Amazon Simple Email Service email. And we'll get into that shortly on what that entails. Step 1, we create our Amazon Connect instance. You can simply navigate to the Amazon Connect instance app in the AWS console and follow the steps to create the instance. The guide is very user intuitive and it's very easy to go through, and you can get that set up right away, and you even get a custom URL for that. And then secondly, you set up a phone number, and again, very intuitive, very simple. We gave ourselves a 1-800 number, so a toll-free number. And then from there, we're able to get started and get going on that. So then we move on to our second step, which was setting up the Amazon Connect voicemail. We wanted voicemail capability so our agents could access voicemails when they were away. AWS has great documentation on this and provides a standard template that deploys what you need, what you see in this architecture right now. All the bells and whistles are pre-built, and you just need to follow the steps as indicated. Essentially, you get a CloudFormation template and you deploy it in a stack. And then from there, this entire infrastructure is set up for you. But this voicemail feature not only provides recorded audio files and stores them in S3 buckets, but they're also delivered via email to the indicated user and provide a transcript of the recording. I will note the transcripts are mostly in English and weren't able to transcribe on the other languages. However, it was very helpful to get those audio files delivered to our agents to be able to address those accordingly. The documentation does a great job on explaining the architecture. If you were interested, definitely check out that resource and you'll be able to see the details on how everything kind of connects and works together. Our third step, we customize the Amazon contact flow. The contact flow was customized, and truthfully, this was the part that took the longest. And the reason that is because we had to collect all of those recordings. So there I was out working with our partner agencies that support all of these 6 languages. Even I myself recorded something. I'm bilingual in Spanish, so I did the Spanish recordings. But in order to support those 6 languages, we needed those audio files. Here's a quick tip. They have to be in .wav format. That's the only format that the prompts were accepted in. If you need to convert, which I did, there's easy tools online that you can simply search for to convert files. A lot of the files were provided in MP3 format or whatever audio recordings phones provide. And then I had to convert those to .wav. The main adjustments made to the contact flow were extension numbers we used and the order the prompts played. Otherwise, the provided templates that come from that stack that's released earlier on the voicemail are straightforward and provide the proper invocations of Lambda functions at the right time. Lastly, another quick tip. The email address you use to get the audio file and transcript delivered has to be verified through the Amazon Simple Email Service. Otherwise, the audio files won't get delivered. Did a little bit of testing on that and was wondering, like, why aren't we getting those emails? Turns out all I had to do was just add it to the Amazon Simple Email Service. You enter your email address, it sends a verification email to that said address, you click the link, bam, verified. Internally for our organization, however, we had to whitelist the email domain it was coming from. So if your organization has strong firewalls to get through, I recommend you do the same. But other than that, it was a very simple setup. And once that was done and we whitelisted that email domain we were using, the email was easily able to be received in the indicated agent inbox. So as a result, we have callers being able to successfully contact OCUW for assistance with the application. We've only needed 1 agent for all the languages since we were using a translation assistance from partner agencies to assist with the other languages. So that kind of further reduces our costs because now that we get these voicemail recordings and they're in various languages and we're able to identify what language it was because of the way that the phone prompts you to dial, select 2 for Spanish or 3 for Farsi, for instance. We'll be able to tell what language was actually iterated. And we then speak to our local partners to help us translate and provide the needs that these folks are looking for. The voicemail feature was actually the #1 resource we ended up using in this entire setup. We're very heavily reliant on it. And it's really great that the audio files come in email format. It goes straight to the individual's inbox and you're able to decipher the next steps from that point forward. Overall, it reduced our cost. As a nonprofit, we have limited resources, so we need to be able to rein in those costs and be as effective as possible. So AWS really provided a quick and easy tool to set up an entire virtual call center and give people the access that they needed for these things. So right now, our applications are currently under review, and the final candidates are being decided upon by a selected review panel from community members of all backgrounds. And there's more to come on this. And I'm very excited to get this initiative going and see where health equity takes us. But I want to thank all of you for giving me this opportunity to kind of showcase what we do here at Orange County United Way, and definitely open to questions, and I'm here to answer them. So thank you all. I appreciate your time.
All right, May, what did you think about the solution?
No, that was really cool, and the way that designed the connect the email with the SCS service, and really just to be able to set it up pretty quickly, and to be able to help the nonprofit organizations and hear the story from Rose. That is pretty amazing. What do you think, Mai?
Yeah, I loved how you involved the community, I guess, from the solution itself, because it's multilingual, and also the review process by actual people from different cultural backgrounds. So all the inclusion, diversity, and equity is actually built into the solution and all the processes. So I really loved how you're serving the community that way.
Yeah, that's really cool.
All right, let's bring on Rose.
So I'm just gonna call out if any of our viewers on the stream, so I can see there are a few viewers and we are having a chat. If you have any question for Rose, who's the director of the Orange County United Way for the CRM solution, so drop the questions in the chat, and this is your time to have a live Q&A with Rose.
All right.
Welcome. Hi.
Hi, Rose.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Awesome. So I've got a couple of questions for you. So let's dive into, what got you interested in pursuing a career in technology?
Well, I mean, I went to Huntington Park High School, which is a high school in Los Angeles. And, tech career wasn't really something we really heard of in that neighborhood. But when I was a sophomore, someone started a Java programming class. I thought it was just like a computers class. I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. Little did I know, I took it and I fell in love with it. Object-oriented programming languages. But it really inspired me, and it opened up the world to me to understand that there are possibilities for me to have a career in tech, and that was one of them. So I ended up going to school doing data science, and then eventually becoming a full stack engineer, and just been in the tech environment in various industries. But now here in a nonprofit environment, it really shows what technology can do to the community and really help folks in need, especially these past few years during the pandemic, where everything became digitized. And just giving accessibility to folks in the community has been one of the most rewarding things in my career.
Wow, that's really cool, isn't it? Right, Rose, that's very interesting and very impressive. How important it is since you were little girls, since you were young, and getting into those kind of the technology, the programming, the Java programming. I love it. I used to Stack before my life in AWS. But that's really cool.
Yeah, and it kind of goes to show what exposure does for you.
Yeah.
Once you become exposed to something, the world opens up and opportunities are all around you. It's just when you don't know about these things, that these things exist.
Yeah.
How do you even know what to pursue?
Yeah. So you got to try it out, give it your best, see what happens. Yeah. Here you are. That's amazing.
Thank you.
So do we have more questions, Mai?
Yeah,
but you do.
We do. There's a comment from the audience here from Twitch. So there's someone that's joining us from Bay Area, California. So
hi.
Which is awesome. We're not from the US, so I'd love to know, is that close to Orange County?
That Bay Area is San Francisco area, Oakland area, and that is about 8 hours away. Driving, an hour flight. So California is a big state.
Wow.
Wow, that's amazing. You guys, yes. So Amanda Pandaferral, apologies if I pronounce your handles wrong, but they are saying United Way is pretty awesome. So well done, United Way, and also Rose.
Thank you. Thanks, Amanda Pandaferral.
Also, let's move on to the
next
na-
question.
Yeah.
So, how long have you been with Orange County United Way?
So cumulatively, I've been here about 4 years, 2 stints. First stint, I was more in the operations world as an operations specialist. Went off to the private sector, became a full stack engineer, did all that. And then I kind of got recruited back. There was an opportunity that arose I couldn't refuse. And it was an opportunity to use technology to kind of give back to the community. And I got hired back January 2020, and then 3 months later, what happened? The world shut down. So then my job just got a whole lot busier in just being able to connect folks to services in the community. So it was a great opportunity, but it was definitely a challenge, and I gotta say, AWS really facilitated a lot of those things.
Wow, yeah, that is awesome. I mean, like, it's good to see that you can leverage AWS services to serve the community, and that's actually leads on to another question by the audience. So we've got another one here. I'm going to show on screen. So Amanda Pandaferral has asked a question. So are other United Way offices going to adopt this amazing solution? So hoping to get that feature up in the San Francisco area.
Well, I hope the San Francisco area also adapts it. I know there's a United Way in the Bay Area. I've worked with them in the past on some solutions, but I think Orange County United Way has taken a lead in a lot of these AWS-based solutions that we're hoping to share with our network, and we've been kind of promoting that throughout the United Way network. United Way is a nationwide organization. Our focus is here in Orange County, and we do communicate and try to advocate for these solutions across the nation.
Yeah, that is fantastic. And the more we can scale, I mean, I guess the more you can do good for the community that way. And we've got another one as well, follow-up question. So, is it easy to add other languages as needed?
Yes, the solution is very scalable, very easy. I think, like I said, that the most difficult thing to do was to get the actual recordings with the language. If you've ever called the call center, it says press 2 for Spanish, press 3 for Farsi, etc. That's just the order we did it in. So that's what I remember. But those are actual voices that are being recorded. So that was the most difficult task. But to add it on, it's very simple. The solution is scalable, which is great. We could add 100 things if you wanted to. Of course, nobody wants to wait for all 100 choices, but just to put it in context, you can do that. But the most scalable part is if you were to add on agents, for instance, it's very easy to add on a new agent. And that's probably the part that you want to be the most scalable. If you get any turnover, reducing the amount of agents or increasing the amount of agents depending on the need. Those are the main ones that are very easy to do.
That's really important, right? So you want to have the design, the solutions that be able to scale like as you need it, be able to move things around, add features, remove features, and all these things. So I think that's really interesting. And I have to give a shout out to Amanda Pandaferral for very engaging and asking questions with Rose. But that's really cool. I guess we have got one more question.
Yeah. Do you want to ask the last question?
All right. Here you go, Rose. So you're a director of the CRM at the Orange County, right, Rose? So what are some other exciting projects that you're currently working on, if you can share with us?
Yeah, so one of the projects we're really focused on that we're getting ready to launch is our Welcome Home OC network provider portal. And what that does, it allows landlords and property owners in the community to log on to a portal and submit available units they have in the community. So here we have our United to End Homelessness team. They're busy working, housing folks. So people that don't have homes and putting them into homes. And as such, we're providing a easy way for landlords to just say, hey, we have available units. And what our team does is they take them, they work through all the paperwork that is required when you're working with government housing vouchers, and then matching them to their ideal candidates. So it's a win-win situation which we try to create. Landlords get people into their units, and families that need homes get housed. So that's a very exciting thing that we're getting ready to launch, and more to come.
That's really exciting, isn't it? Like you're like bridging the gap between the landlord and then the community to connect those two and building the solutions around it. So that's really exciting. Are there, if from the audience, if there's any more questions, here's your chance before we've got a few more minutes, but that's very exciting, Rose. With what you're doing at the Orange County United Way, and really impressive from, from your early career, doing the Java course at the school, and now that leads to become a director at the Orange County United Way. So that's such a journey.
Yeah, thank you so much for the opportunity. And
yeah, no,
Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for coming on the show, and hope we will cross the path in the future. And all the best with the new project. And we wish you the best.
Yeah, thank you. You guys take care. Thank you, everyone, for the great question.
Right, thank you. Bye. Cool. That was very, very cool. Like we had a guest, but this is really resonate with me. But the experience and also like helping the community, that really means a lot.
Definitely. Yeah. I think we can learn from that in Australia as well, because there's always going to be affordable housing shortage, especially at the moment.
And also be able to use the technology to find like the easier way to find, the rental property or like community housing or whatever it is, but just the easier and less stressful way.
Yes, that's right. And would love to see that kind of solution rolled out over here.
That's all good. So what I'm going to do, I am going to give away all the viewers, lucky viewers, if you want to go and build it out, the technology that Rose talked about, which is Amazon Connect. So I'm going to pop in the link in the chat. There's also a workshop. So that's a free workshop. You can just go in and just test it out. But the workshops are pretty simple. So it's like step-by-step guide. So you don't have to go through all the documentation. But yeah, so I am just going to pop in the chat.
While May's doing that, I'll post another comment here. So really enjoy the presentation. Great job on the excellent build by Amanda Panda Farrell. Thank you so much for engaging with us, Amanda Panda Farrell.
Yeah, that's and joining all the way from California. Thank you so much.
Yes, and we'd love to interact with you on our show. So if you have any comments, questions, please keep them coming.
Awesome. So I guess we have got our next episode in about a month's time.
In about a month's time, that's right.
So we're streaming every month, probably third week of every Friday in a month. So yeah, we would love to hear your feedback if you have any topics. And we're looking for a community speaker, aren't we?
Yeah, that's right. We want to have you as a guest on our show. So if you've built something cool on AWS and you identify as a woman, please do reach out to us via LinkedIn. We can get in touch with you.
Awesome.
All right.
Cool. So if you missed our previous episode, you can hit the subscribe on our YouTube channel and reach out to us. There's also a website you can register, and the QR this way. The QR code here. QR code. QR code is here. So please register us. We have got amazing women featuring on the technology and solutions, and then this one's a really special one. So hopefully we can get more exciting topics, the community topic, that we can bring it to you. And this is May.
And my
And let's net out together on She Builds Tech Skills.
Yay!
Hope to see you next time.
See you next time.
Thank you.